You are sitting on a weapon that is killing you slowly. Not a virus, not a disease, not stress. The chair beneath you. That 90-degree angle your hips are locked into for 8, 10, 12 hours a day is cutting off the flow of life force to your lower body. It is crimping your arteries, compressing your nerves, stagnating your lymph. You are sitting on a slow death device, and your body has been screaming at you in a language you forgot how to hear. Lower back pain, hip tightness, knee problems, varicose veins, hemorrhoids. These are not symptoms of aging. These are symptoms of a broken circuit. Modern humans have lost the one position that kept our ancestors flexible, vital, and pain-free into their 80s and 90s, the deep squat. Not the gym squat with weighted barbells, the resting squat, the waiting squat. The squat your great-grandmother held for 20 minutes while cooking over a fire. The squat children assume naturally until we strap them into chairs and break them. Here is the truth. You do not stop squatting because you get old. You get old because you stop squatting. And by the time you finish this video, you will understand why reclaiming this single position is more powerful than any supplement, drug, or anti-aging protocol you have ever tried. Let me show you what is happening in your body right now. When you sit in a chair, your hips flex to 90 degrees, your pelvis tilts backward, your spine compresses, and every major vessel running from your torso to your legs gets kinked. Think of a garden hose. Bend it sharply and water stops flowing. That is what is happening to your femoral arteries, your iliac veins, your sciatic nerves. Blood cannot circulate properly. Nutrients cannot reach tissues. Waste products cannot leave. And because your lymphatic system has no pump, no heart to push it along, it relies entirely on muscular contraction and gravitational pressure to move. When you sit, lymph in your pelvis and legs stagnates. It pools. It thickens. It becomes a swamp. Metabolic waste accumulates in your hip joints, your pelvic floor, the deep tissues of your thighs, cellular debris, oxidized proteins, dead immune cells. All the garbage your body should flush out through movement, but you are not moving. You are sitting. And that stagnant waste begins to calcify, harden, literally rust your joints from the inside. This is pelvic stagnation. It is aging you faster than anything else you are doing. Your lower body becomes a graveyard, a toxic dumping ground, and the effects radiate upward. Your digestion slows. Your sexual vitality declines. Your energy drops. In Ayurveda, they call this a blockage of Apana Vayu, the downward moving wind, the energetic current responsible for elimination, grounding, and reproduction. When Apana is blocked, everything backs up. Constipation, urinary problems, hormonal imbalances, anxiety. You become ungrounded, disconnected from the earth, disconnected from your own roots. Modern medicine has a name for this too: Sedentary Death Syndrome. The World Health Organization lists physical inactivity as the 4th leading risk factor for global mortality. Not smoking, not obesity, inactivity. Specifically, the loss of functional range of motion in the hips. Your hips are the hydraulic system of your body. When they compress fully, when they move through their entire range, they create pressure waves that pump blood, stimulate bone density, and trigger hormonal cascades. But when you lock them at 90 degrees for years, for decades, that system shuts down. Here is what most people do not understand. The deep squat is not just a stretch. It is a biological trigger. When you descend into a full squat, when your hamstrings touch your calves and your hips drop below your knees, you activate the largest muscle groups in your body, your glutes, your quadriceps, your adductors. These are not just muscles. They are endocrine organs. When you load them with your body weight, when you create mechanical tension through deep flexion, they release anabolic hormones, testosterone, growth hormone, insulin-like growth factor. These are the molecules of youth, the signals that tell your body to build, repair, regenerate. Most people think these hormones decline with age. They do not. They decline with disuse. Your body is designed to produce growth hormone every single day, but only if you give it the mechanical stimulus it expects. The squat is that stimulus. This is mechanotransduction, the process by which physical force converts into biochemical signals. When you compress a cell, stretch a tissue, load a bone, you send information to the nucleus. You tell the DNA what to express. Sit in a chair all day and you tell your genes, we are sedentary. We are dying. Stop producing vitality hormones. Start breaking down. Squat deeply every day and you tell your genes, we are mobile. We are strong. We are alive. Rebuild us. The ancient yogis understood this without microscopes or blood tests. They called the deep squat Malasana. the Garland Pose. They positioned it at the base of all practice because it activates Muladhara, the root chakra. This is not mystical poetry. This is somatic reality. The pelvic floor is the foundation of your entire structure. When it is weak, tight, disconnected, everything above compensates. Your spine curves, your shoulders round, your neck cranes forward. But when you squat, when you descend into the earth and allow gravity to open your hips, you re-engage the pelvic floor. You restore the foundation. Blood flows, lymph drains, energy grounds. You reconnect the circuit. And there is one more thing the squat does that nothing else can replicate. It creates intra-abdominal pressure. In a deep squat, your organs are compressed gently but firmly. Your intestines, your bladder, your reproductive organs. This pressure massages them. It stimulates peristalsis. It enhances digestive fire. This is why traditional cultures squat to eliminate. It is the natural position. The anatomically correct position. Sitting on a toilet is like pouring water through a kinked hose. You strain. You push. You create hemorrhoids and pelvic floor dysfunction. Squatting opens the anorectal angle completely. Elimination becomes effortless. This is Apana in action. The downward flow, the release of what no longer serves. When you clear physical waste, you clear energetic waste too. Now the protocol. This is not complicated, but it is non-negotiable. Every single day, accumulate 3 minutes in a deep squat. Not 3 minutes all at once, unless you can, but 3 minutes total. 30 seconds in the morning, 30 seconds before lunch, 30 seconds before dinner. Repeat. You are retraining your nervous system to recognize this position as safe, natural home. Here's how you begin. Stand with feet slightly wider than hip width, toes turned out about 30 degrees. Place hands in prayer position at your heart, or hold a door frame or countertop. Use assistance. There is no shame in modification. There is only intelligence. Now descend slowly. Let hips drop back and down. Keep heels on the ground. If they lift, widen your stance. If they still lift, place a rolled towel under them. Go as low as you can while keeping your spine neutral. For some, that will be halfway. For others, you will drop all the way down. It does not matter where you start. It matters that you start. Once in the bottom position, breathe deep and slow into the belly. Feel pressure building in your hips. That tightness, that resistance. That is not pain. That is rust breaking off, scar tissue releasing, decades of stagnation beginning to move. Stay there. Breathe into it. Let gravity do the work. Your body will fight you at first. Hip flexors will scream. Ankles will feel like snapping. This is your nervous system protecting you from a range of motion it thinks is dangerous. But it is not dangerous. It is forgotten. And every day you spend 3 minutes in this position, you remind your body what it was designed to do. After 1 week, digestion improves. After 2 weeks, lower back pain fades. After 1 month, you will sit on the floor and stand up without using your hands. After 3 months, you will move like you did as a child. This is not flexibility training. This is age reversal. You are restoring function, circulation, the hormonal environment of a younger body. Every minute in the deep squat is a message to your cells. We are not done. We are not declining. We are rebuilding. The ancient masters did not squat to show off. They squatted because it was the most efficient way to maintain energetic and physical integrity across a lifetime. Modern research confirms what they knew. Populations maintaining squatting culture have lower rates of hip replacement, colon cancer, pelvic floor disorders. They age slower. They move better. They live longer. Not because of genetics, because of mechanics. Reclaim your range of motion and you reclaim your time. The code has been opened. The transmission is complete. If you want more somatic intelligence, more forgotten movements that reverse biological age, more tools to rebuild what the modern world has broken, subscribe to this channel. Turn on notifications. Like this video if your hips recognize the signal. And right now, before you scroll, before you move on, do something. Stand up. Squat down. Feel what it is like to come home to your body.